skills. In another development, industry experts and business professionals have examined the issue of climate change and their role in limiting the carbon footprint in the environment. This was made known in Abuja today at Carbon Chamber Conference, which saw contributions from the federal government, experts in the Abuja Chamber of Commerce, Industry and others. Benedict Uko has more in this report.
At the launch of the Chamber Carbon Project in Abuja on Tuesday, the role of businesses in the fight against climate change was reiterated. Industry experts noted that almost all global companies had adopted climate change commitment. Recall, the Federal Ministry of Environment, in partnership with local and international partners, laid a strong groundwork for the implementation of national targets as endorsed under the Paris Agreement. Experts at the conference spoke about the need to act fast.
Various environmental challenges pose a lot of threats to sustainable development, among which are global warming, air pollution, and loss of biodiversity. The target to cut carbon emission to net zero by 2060 can be achieved by adopting strategic framework and initiative for energy savings in the medium to long term that will usher Nigeria toward a low-carbon economy. The creation of a climate change commission will help accelerate the implementation of climate change policies to reduce carbon emission and further boost investment in various sectors of the economy.
What we are doing here today is therefore a recognition of the critical role of businesses in carbon reduction. As much as we have raised the question of justice in energy transition at national and international levels, locally, we need action to address our carbon footprints. I am thus elated that this initiative is designed to directly help businesses to assess their carbon footprint, engage in advocacy for energy-efficient adoption, and create a linkage between businesses and green energy providers. Chamber Carbon Project is our response to the global push for carbon emission reduction. The project will serve as a critical part of the Nigerian economy. We will ensure on behalf of the National Chamber Movement that this project is implemented across the national, regional, state and city chambers.
Others reeled out the statistics and best timeline for achieving the short to long-term goals of saving the environment.
Need for the private sector to come up with the innovations, particularly in the development of, let me talk about vehicles that reduce emission, then also the machines that also reduce emission, and the issue of using solar as a means of running their businesses instead of resorting to fossil fuel generation of electricity. So there's need for also in the area of science and technology, the businesses will also go into the use of modern biotechnology to come up with plants and organisms, particularly plants in the agricultural sector that rely on less use of chemicals.
Nigeria's economy is expected to undergo massive change over the next 2 decades. And there's a crucial opportunity to act now to achieve low carbon resilient growth and avoid carbon lock-in. The UK is supporting Lagos in preparing mitigation and response plans for flooding, which in turn will reduce insurance premiums for business. We are also working on new types of insurance products. Protecting our environment for the next generation is vital for our common economic prosperity.
We don't need anyone to tell us where we are at. My plea with businesses, they know what to do. Businesses do know what to do, because at the end of the day, it affects the bottom line. And businesses are set up for the bottom line. They are not charity organizations. And if the earth is not happy, there is no business. Everybody must come together to ensure that we are all moving in the same direction.
Following President Buhari's commitment to tackle climate change, the private sector is set to contribute its quota to solving environmental degradation and climate change.